Hey, what's up you guys? Josh Moggs with Trukkfitness, and today we're on the Little Red, and I'm gonna show you my 2 go-tos to use with spinning tackle that you can use just from the bank. You don't have to have a yak. Let me show you the gear you're gonna need. So, just a light, ultralight, medium, it don't even really matter about the reel or rod combo, just whatever you have. Then we're gonna use a anchor weight to a swivel, leader line to a small hook. You can use a pan size hook. The leader line, this is about 1.5 feet. You'll have to adjust this depending on the water conditions. If it's flowing and the water's up, you're gonna have to make this much longer. But basically what we want our bait to do is to suspend in the water column. Both of the setups for both rods that we're doing for this is gonna be set up the same way. Only thing you're gonna have to adjust is the leader line. I think this will be okay, but we'll see if we need to adjust it. And let me show you the 2 baits. We're gonna use worms, night crawlers. These are baby crawlers. Hopefully these will work. This is what my local bait shop had. Power bait. This stuff, it lasts forever. It's in a little jar. The scent that I'm using is garlic. The way that you get these to suspend, sometimes you have to use 2 on the hook. You wanna hide the hook as much as possible. So let me show you what I'm talking about there. My cameraman, Gunny, one of my best friend's brothers, you are, what, how old are you?
12.
12, so it's gonna be cool. Me and him are gonna be fishing 2 different styles. He's gonna throw the power bait, I'm gonna throw the worm, because the worm takes a little bit more finessing with. So I have most of this hook kind of buried. I don't want, was that Chinese? I don't want to show much of this hook. So 2 of these not only makes it float, but it hides a lot of this hook. So let me show you in the water what you're going to want, and with the worm too. What you're going to want is this bait to float. See that power bait just floating there when I drop this? That's what you want, because that's what you want it to do in the bottom. You want it to kind of be in the middle of the water column. That way, as the fish are just kind of swimming by, they'll see it. Now let me show you, and that's this setup. Line matters too. The length matters, but the line size matters. So go as light as you can, 4, 6 pound. You don't need 8, 10. The lighter, the better, the less visible it'll be to the fish. Now let's look at the other one. What I'm gonna use, not just the worm. So I'm gonna pull the worm out of here. Not only am I using a worm, and that's it, we need this to suspend just like the power bait. So the way I get this to suspend is I pump it up with some air. This is an insulin needle. I'm not gonna tell you how I got that, but get you a small needle, small as you can. And the trick to this is, so let's put this worm on. You're just gonna punch it through here. Now I'm gonna try to make as few holes as possible. And a lot of times, I'll cut these worms in like halves, or depending on how big it is. This one's gonna be pretty chunky. But once you stick it, try to use that hole, because the more holes it has, the more chances that air can get out of that hole. Now you don't want to air your worm up before you stick it on here. So stick it on your hook, then take your needle. Find a spot to pump some air in it. And here's why it's annoying, but it works. I promise you it works. If you can get this thing to hold air, sometimes some of them don't. That's why you got to get night crawlers. They're the fat, juicy ones. They hold air. Let me show you why. These will suspend. You see how that's floating? That's what you want. You want this to float. It is a pain. Sometimes it doesn't hold air, but if you can get this to hold air and not fling off when you cast it, this catches a bunch of fish. Okay, one thing too, if you have children like mine, he's not very patient. So if you're not very patient, you probably won't like this tactic, but let me show you how you're gonna set this up out in the water. Okay, cast it out there. And this is why it's boring. What I'm gonna do is wait for that to hit the bottom. Okay, I'm gonna reel in this slack once that egg sinker finds where it's gonna set. And then I'm just gonna hold it right here. You're gonna keep your line tight all the way down to that egg sinker. And as soon as that fish hits that egg sinker and moves it in a little bit, set that hook. But this is basically what you're doing. You can set this up on the ground, propped up where you can see it, or you can hold it here in your hand. That way you'll be right there when it hits. But this isn't the funnest way, but it catches fish. I think I actually just got a bite. So I'm gonna give this pole to Gunny, and we're gonna see if he catches any, and I'm gonna use the worms. Here's the test here. I'm gonna try to get this worm out here. Got it flinging off. Oh, it's still on there. Okay, sweet. So now again, what I'm gonna do, let that egg sinker hit the bottom. If you're fishing moving water, you might wanna add a little bit, get the next bigger size up. But if not, and you wanna get away with the lightest you can. There we go, right here. Oh, I'm already getting a bite. He took it. He jacked me. Not even in the water for 30 seconds. And I hooked myself. Uh-oh. All right, letting that set. There's my fish right there. Oh, I'm using too much worm. They're just grabbing it and not getting the hook. And they're ripping it off. So what I'm gonna do is cut this one. Dang, Gunny, reel it in. Gunny's trying to cut me off. All right, so I ripped that one in half. This one's gonna get it. Oh, that's exactly how you want it to look. Nice and juicy. I'm gonna hook. You got one? Gunny, you got one for real? He's got one. Attaboy. Boy, Gunny. Look at him go. Heck yeah, bro. Look at you. Okay, here we go. Power bait. Oh, whoa, whoa.
Power bait 1, worm 0.
Yeah, power bait 1, worm 0. Oh, God. We're in a mud hole over here. But this is a hot spot. All right, let me take this out. All right, let me get my net and clean them up. We got to take your picture. Came out of my chalk. I'm going to take those off because that's going to happen again. Okay, so power bait 1, worm 0. We are going to keep a couple of these. This actually ain't that bad when you're barefoot. Good job, bro. Do it again.
I'll try. Okay.
See, that's another good thing about that power bait. You just whip it right back out there, you know. Make sure that junk's cleared off of it though, because I don't like that. But we got a foot leader on yours and that seemed to work. So it's not too long, not too short. But he can just whip his right out. Every time I miss one, it probably yanks my stuff off. So I got to reset up and everything. Okay, I put it right in a moss bed. So when you cast it out there, you don't know where that coontail grass is setting. I think that's what they call that. So you're pretty much just taking a chance and hopefully you're not in it. Some way you can tell is when you cast it out, let it set on the bottom, then give it a little twitches back towards you. And if you feel any resistance, you're probably right there in it. Because you don't want to sit there and set it up and be 30 minutes sitting there thinking you're going to get a bite or why you're not getting a bite, and it's sitting right there in all that moss or grass. So you got to watch out for that too. There he is. Got him. Fish on. Oh, did he come off? No, he's there. He's there. He's running at me. Oh my gosh, this is a little dink. Okay, but that still counts for 1 for worm. 1. Oh crap. Okay, I thought he swallowed it. Whew. Okay. Go get your mother. Your brother. Hey bro, it's 1 to 1. Yeah, but I missed him. Dripped it down to that. Will that float? No. For sure, absolutely. I'm trying not to feed them. Let me show you what you want this to look like when you pump this thing full of air. Kind of hard to do. Well, just set that down. Okay, so already put it on the hook. try to do just one poke in there. Fill that up. Don't overdo it, because it'll start shooting right back out of that hole. Do both sides. See how that thing just fills up with, watch that, float right there on the surface. That's what you want. You have to check it each time. If you bring it in and it happens to still stay on, you'll have to recheck it, but you want as few holes in it as possible. Be very delicate when casting it, because it flings off pretty easy. What to do for yours is I'm about to extend your leader out a little bit, because it's only at a foot. You got one fish, but you haven't had many bites since, so I think just adding a half a foot or another foot puts you right in the zone. Leader from 1 foot to 2 foot, and let's see if that does anything. Oh crap, I just got a hit. Watch that rod. See it? See it? Going crazy. Give me my fish. Oh, dang it. I thought he had it.
It looked like it.
It looked like it. Catch him again. Catch him again. Oh. Am I getting another little dink? No. Okay. I mean, he's not huge, but he is about the same size as that other one.
What if it's the other one?
2 to 1. 2 to 1. All right. Gunner over here is getting a little too antsy, so I think the best tactic for him is put it in the rod holder. I think he's missing some bites. Yeah, you just, let me see. All right. Gunny, what in the heck have you done? Now, when you get a bite, I want you to take it out of the rod holder, and I want you to hold it and feel that bite again, then set the hook, okay? Gunny just got a hit. Now he's waiting for his next bite. Now when he hits that, set it on him. And if you don't feel nothing for a minute, you can put it back in the rod holder. Another one might come back, but you're in a good spot. Just make sure that line's tight after you set it in there. Oh, mine's going crazy. Look at this. And I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna hold it right here. I'm gonna wait for him to hit it again. I'm gonna tighten just the slack that there he is. There he is. Is that, do I got 2 or 3? 3? Yeah, you get a whoop up on, yep. Now that's a good eater size. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Where'd my net go? Okay, we're gonna put him in here. Uh-oh. My worm's out. I'm trying to keep my worms cool. Oh God. There he is. I got him. Just waiting for him to hit it again. That one feels okay. Oh my God, it's a little dank. What the heck? Should we keep him, Gunny, or let him go? Guess it depends on hook placement. Hook placement. Let's see. Looks like he did. You were quite hungry, buddy.
Did he swallow it?
Yeah, he swallowed it. You got him? Are you hung? Or is that on? He's on? Let's go! There you go, Gunny. Now lift it up. Are you hung? You're hung, bro. Oh God, it felt good and it looked good. Let's redo it. Dang, dude. He almost ripped it out of that holder. Well, oh man, you're like fishing with Huddy. Yee. Right there. Get him. Yes. Let's go. There you go. Eater. All right, right there. Nope. Keep it in the water. Keep it in the water. That way you don't break off. Heck yeah, bro. Let me help you. Dadgum, I couldn't even turn the GoPro on. All right, leave it out. Leave it in the water. Leave it in the water. Perfect. All right. God, that was quick. I was like, Gunny! That's an eater. Oh man, that one's been beat up a little bit.
And I still got my worm. Let's go.
Let's go. Oh shoot. Oh God. All right, let me get the net. What do you got? 3? 3 to 5?
3 to 5.
Ah, man.
Catching up.
Catching up. The worms is the juice today.
Calm down, fish.
Okay, fish. Seriously, you are caught. Okay, fish. Seriously.
He's like, no.
No, I won't go.
Floating it.
We got 4 in there.
5, I think.
Next to my little snack. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. We could have 10 with 2 limit. But we're just gonna do, I think, 5. Oh yeah, let me rig you up real quick. Good job on that hook set, bro. Gunny's about to hook up on our last fish to tie it up. There he is. Get ready. Get him, Gunny! You missed him.
Dang it.
Okay, you guys, so we, who won?
You.
It was 5 to 4. I thought he was gonna tie it up. These were my 2 go-to baits. The worm ended up being a really good one today, but the power bait usually works too. It's good to just have a couple things on hand, just like with fly fishing. Every time one thing might work one time, the next time you go out, it don't work at all. So you just kind of have to try different things. But I hope you like some of the tips that I showed you. Gunny caught some good fish today. I had a lot of fun with you. Maybe we'll come out and do it again. But leave a comment, let me know what other tactics you guys use, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next adventure.